They say you are what you eat, so I don't eat chicken feet. But I love me some of Grandma's pickled beets. Well, cut it up, put it in the pan, throw it over your shoulder and see where it lands right here in Farmer's Kitchen. Maters, taters, beans and corn, the cows in the barn and the sheep's been shorn, kids in the barnyard chasing Grandpa's chickens. Spices, slices, cuts and dices, gonna slash your grocery prices right here in Farmer's Kitchen. Help you grow your garden good with recipes to suit your mood. Try some grub you've never tried before. Smash it with a wooden mallet, gonna educate your palate. Right here in Farmer's Kitchen, in Tim Farmer's Country Kitchen. We're gonna cook something good now.
Hello and welcome to our Farmer's Kitchen. Hello, Mrs. Farmer. How are you?
I'm very good, Mr. Farmer.
Do you feel Christmas?
I do feel really Christmas.
Why do you feel Christmas?
Because it's almost Christmas.
It is almost Christmas.
Yay.
Mrs. Farmer has put trees and beautiful stuff all over the place.
I love Christmas.
We're surrounded by Christmas. We have Christmas music on 24 hours a day.
That's right.
We sleep to it. We
That's
wake
right.
up to it. We love it. Now, being that it's Christmas, we're going to bring out a tradition that we've had on every year since way back.
That's right.
Here's our tradition. Let's start with Kogan's Woods. Beautiful story about a young man and his father and Christmas time near Maysville, Kentucky.
When I was young, it happened every year. I waited for it, felt I could not live without it, and was never disappointed. It was always in August at the edge of dawn, and when it had rained in the night, the fog drifted up from the low places beside the road. My father threaded the old white Mercury through the twists and turns of the Cumberland River Road as we listened to the weather report coming up from a station in Cincinnati. We always hoped for wet weather, for a soft, steady rain to soak the woods and soften the paths we would soon be traveling in Kogan's Woods.
This fellow right here, Ron Ellis, wrote a book called Kogan's Woods. Somebody gave it to me years ago, said, you gotta read this. So I climbed up in a tree stand and I started reading this book.
Yeah.
And I thought, man, oh man. Anybody who's ever hunted with a relative, or especially your father, squirrel hunted back in the day when that's all we had going on, it's have-to reading.
The taking of the gear from the trunk was done with a great deal of ceremony. Dad poured himself another cup of coffee from the thermos, lit a cigarette, and then stood quietly for a few minutes just studying the darkness and listening. Though I was close by, I suspect he was, during those brief moments, very much alone with his memories, and with familiar sounds and voices I could not hear. We spent some time loading our vests with shells, green Remingtons for me and Blue Peter's holes for Dad. Dad finished his last cup of coffee and another cigarette as we stood there in the dark. We traded shotgun shells without fail before going into the woods on every hunt. It was a good luck ritual, a wish for a successful and safe hunt. We placed the good luck shells, which is what Dad called them, into the magazines of the 410s and pumped them into the chambers, the little guns clicking and throwing metallic echoes in the hills that came back to us in the dark. And then, and only then, we were ready.
Hey, this guy was sitting on a stump, Belden County Fox.
Belden County Fox. Isn't he beautiful?
Look what now that's what you waited for all day.
Oh,
long.
absolutely. Look at his feet. I'm looking for your shell.
When my dad died, left in his hunting gear, he left a box called keepsake shells, and inside these boxes, marked as such, were all of these shotgun shells, which meant something to him and he knew would mean something to me. And he would write a note about the day and date it and say what we had killed or seen or what we hadn't killed or if we had any shots at all. But he would roll them and take the shotgun shell that meant something, and he would place it inside of the shell like such. And this one he just decided he would put in here by itself. It's flattened out, and we'll just, would you like to read it?
Can I?
Sure. Why don't you read it?
Okay. This is from George Ellis. This is an honor, by the way.
Well,
Especially after reading
he'd be
that.
honored to know that you were reading it. He loved Kentucky, a field, and happy hunting ground.
He says, my best day, underlined, September 4th, 1988. Hunting alone using Remington Model 1100 Auto in 28 gauge. Also using new 28 gauge load, Federal Premium number 6. And it says, large, very tall pig nut near Warline fence. 6 shots.
Waste one.
Waste one.
He always said that. Waste one, you know.
And 6 grays. He got the limit. Left 2 in the tree, still cutting.
Yeah.
He walked to the warline point with an empty gun, picked up the green 12 gauge shell. Somebody else, he's picking up somebody else's
shell.
He says, there, red letter day. George E. Ellis. He left you things. He left you clues. He left you timepieces. He left you time capsules, you might say.
He did.
And you're still finding those today.
I am. If he wrote about it, it was an important day for him.
Your dad was an unreal kind of guy who left memories for his kids. And I hope that my kids have those kind of memories from me.
There it is.
There it is.
Now you know what he'd say. Put a note in it. So that you always remember.
And he
This
would.
is an important day.
Yeah.
You know, his gun, he was a great squirrel hunter, loved squirrel hunter, and he would have thought the world of you.
Can I keep that?
It's your shell. Put a note in it.
I will.
Okay.
I certainly will.
Yeah.
With his shotgun cradled in his left arm, Dad started back down the path, snow building on the shoulders of his hunting coat and the curled brim of his faded green Jones cap. The light was dim, and it was quiet enough that I could hear the click of his Zippo lighter as he walked away from me. I saw a flame move toward a cedar to his right, and then a little flame flickered within the webby green darkness of the cedar limbs. In seconds, several more tiny flames were flickering there. Then Dad moved to his left, and more tiny flames appeared in the tree limbs on that side of the trail. Before he was done, he had passed down through those cedars and lit 100 or more white candles that he had placed in the branches on both sides of the trail while I was off hunting. The entire thicket was illuminated with white candlelight, and more snow was coming down. The whole place looked very much like the inside of one of those glass balls you shake to make it snow, and then the snow settles down on a Currier and Ives Christmas scene. And there was Dad, standing at the far end of the lighted tunnel with a big smile on his face. "Merry Christmas, son," he yelled. And then he walked back through the candlelit cedar trees and stood next to me on the ridge in the gathering dark. "I always wanted to do this up here all of my life," he said. "This place has always felt more like Christmas to me than any place I've ever been. There's just something about the way the hills roll and the way the light comes in here in the evening. It gets all stained with the color of these cedars." August 21, 1965. Second squirrel of 2, killed on ridge at log site using the Winchester Model 42.
Ron with me on hunt. He got 1. This shell, good old blue, a Peters number 6, first one used from a box purchased on a trip to Ball Knob, Arkansas. Young gray leaving hickory tree after I had killed 1. Lovely morning and a lot of fog.
With him whispering to me out of the dark in a soft, comforting voice, suddenly I was 12 years old again. As we waited together on daybreak in Cogan's woods, I remembered that he said, "It's important to remember, son.
It's so important to remember.
A couple years ago, we were at the cabin.
More than a couple, I think.
Well, it was several
Yeah.
years ago. This show's been on a long time.
Yes, it has.
How is that possible when
I
we're
don't
only
know.
20? Are you 27?
I'm 26.
I'm 24.
Okay,
So we had the grandkids up at the cabin,
that's right.
and they wanted me to read them the story. Well, Kelly broke the camera out, and I decided to change things just a little bit. I wanted to see how they'd react if I did it just a little bit straying from the storyline.
They enjoyed it a lot.
All right. How about The Night Before Christmas? You like that book?
I never read it.
Well, we're going to read it. It's a beautiful story. This story was written in 1822 by a New York clergyman named Clement Clark Moore. And it goes like
That's
this.
a good name.
That's a good name. 'Twas the night before Christmas, when all through the house, not a creature was stirring, not even a mouse. The stockings were hung by the chimney with care, in hopes that St. Nicholas soon would be there. The children were nestled all snug in their beds, while visions of sugar plums slid under their beds.
Danced in their head.
Oh, get it wrong. And Mama in her kerchief and I in my cap, I just settled down in a big bear trap.
It's for a long winter's nap.
I get it wrong all the time.
Papa, can we go play with Moses?
Let me tell you something about Moses. Now, here's the deal with Moses. We got to feed him, but he protects the sheep. He's a working dog, so that means we really can't pet him too much. So basically, we just have to, wave at him from outside the fence and give him his food because he has to bond with the sheep. When out on the lawn there arose such a clatter, I sprang from my bed to see what was the matter. What could be happening? Away to the windows I flew like a flash, tore open the shutters, and threw out the trash.
Threw up the
Oh man, I've got to put my glasses on. The moon on the breast of the new fallen snow gave a luster of midday to a radioactive glow.
The two objects below.
Oh, Grandma should bring me my glasses. When what to my wondering eyes should appear
My legs hurt.
but a miniature sleigh and a huge 8-point deer.
And 8 tiny reindeer.
Need my glasses.
Okay, Grandma, can you run and get Pup's glasses now?
Hang on. Here we go. Hey, this is the serious part. With a little old driver, so lively and quick, he jumped right over the candlestick.
That's wrong, Bubba.
Oh, you didn't say that.
I knew in a moment it must be Saint Nick.
A wink of his eye and twist of his head soon gave me to know I had nothing to dread.
We go past Moses.
We go pet Moses. Moses is a working dog. We can't pet him too
But
much.
he's so cute.
I know he's cute. He looks like a polar bear, but he just.
He's not a polar bear. He's not cold.
He's not cold.
He looks like a polar bear. Yeah, he does.
But I heard him exclaim as he drove out of sight, "Merry Christmas to all."
And to all, good night.
Isn't that a wonderful book? Now, I just want you all to know that Christmas is coming, and I hope you've been good, and I hope that
It's going to take 6 years.
whatever that means. But you know what?
I hope you've been good. I hope when I say things like, you know, we can't pet Moses, I hope you're not sneaking out there and petting Moses because he's got a bond with the sheep. You sure wouldn't do that, right?
No.
Because Christmas is coming. The goose is getting fat.
This was on our corny Christmas special way back on Kentucky Field. And we had a tight little band back in the day, and we were like goofing on Elvis here.
Christmas, Christmas, Christmas. Well, it's Christmas time, pretty baby. Snow is falling on the ground. Oh, yes, it is. Well, it's Christmas time, pretty baby. And snow is on the ground. You be a real good little girl. Santa Claus is back in town. Got no sleigh with reindeer, no sack on my back. When you see me coming in a big black Cadillac, well, it's Christmas time, pretty baby. Snow is falling on the ground. You be a real good little girl now. Santa Claus is back in town. Hang up your pretty stocking, turn out the light. Santa Claus is coming down your chimney tonight. Well, nice Christmas time, pretty baby. Snow is falling on the ground. Yes, it is. You be a real good little girl now. Santa Claus is back in town. Go, Johnny. Got no slate with reindeer, no sack on my back. But when you see me coming in a big black Cadillac, well, it's Christmas time, pretty baby. Snow is falling on the ground. Oh, yes, it is. You be a real good little girl now. Santa Claus is back in town.
Oh, bring me some figgy pudding. Oh, bring me some figgy pudding.
That's right.
Oh, bring it right here. Now, see, that's kind of rude. Now, this dates back to what, 17th century? I mean, you hear references to figgy pudding, and I think Dickens even talked about figgy pudding. But this is, tell me about your figgy pudding. If you wanted to make it, we're not going to do the whole recipe. It's different because it's steamed. It's not cooked.
Right. Well, actually, yeah. First I started, here's the ingredients. I started with 7 pieces of bread. I got my food processor out. Everything was food processor. I chopped the bread up, and this was not even drying the bread. This was just, regular bread. Right. After I did that, took it out, spread it on a cookie sheet, and I hit 300 degrees for 4 minutes.
Oh, so you toasted it
a little bit, just a few minutes. Then I took it back out and put a half a cup of milk with it, set it aside. Then, here's the weird ingredients. I took some beef. It was supposed to be beef suet, but when I went to the grocery store, they didn't have any. They said I could use tallow. So we did 1 cup of beef tallow. Then I took a cup and a half of figs, threw that in the processor. So I'm chopping this all up together, and then I put in 3 eggs. And I really let that chop up till it was, pretty moist. Then I poured back in the bread mixture and the milk. Then I put in a pinch of salt, and then I put in a cup of sugar. And I beat that all up and put it in this pan right here. And then I took a bigger pan and I put this in that pan, and you kind of did, then I poured boiling water around it. And I would change that water and keep it hot. I did that for 3 hours, every half hour.
So you could just feel it and see if it was getting less than warm, you put warm water.
That's a real old-fashioned way of cooking. So I just
you steamed it?
I steamed it for 3 hours. And that's it.
And there's also a hard sauce you can put on it, which is basically what?
I really like this too. All right, what I did with that is I took a stick and a half of butter, and this was not softened, right out of the fridge, cut it in tablespoon pieces, and put that in my food processor, chopped it up. Then I took powdered sugar, a cup and a half, slowly added that in as I was mixing it up. Guess what the secret ingredient was though?
Brandy.
Tablespoon. That's
Brandy.
Yes, and it tastes so good. I've been eating it with a spoon.
I gotta stay out of that.
Yeah,
I could eat
delicious.
that whole thing. So let's do this.
I'm excited to try it. It actually smells really good. It's interesting.
It's sweet and savory.
Yes. You can try it. You got a
Now
fork?
again, this doesn't look like the most amazing thing in the world.
See what you think. You be the first one to taste it. Is it okay? Let me try.
That's complex.
Wow, that's really rich.
I do really like that.
That's good.
You gotta like figs.
Yeah, I can't even describe that.
That's really good. Now, Mrs. Farmer, before we tell everybody Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year,
That's right.
we should probably tell them about our Facebook page.
Good idea.
Now, we got a bunch of friends over there, but we need some more because we need more folks to talk to and listen to and share stories with. But it's such a complicated process. How would you go about it?
You hit like.
You hit like.
really
And if you're looking for recipes like this or other things, where would you go, Mrs. Farmer?
I go to timfarmerscountrykitchen.com.
And there are gazillion and 22
There
recipes.
are. And this is going to be there too,
and
isn't
how-tos.
it?
This will be there
Right.
next. So we wish you a Merry Christmas, and
A Happy New Year.
from our kitchen to yours, we wish you the very, very best, and we hope you have a wonderful holidays and safe and healthy as well.
That's right.
Until next week, it's all about
Good times.
good friends.
And really good eats.
We'll see you next week on Tim
Eat some more of this.
Go ahead.
Funding for Tim Farmer's Country Kitchen is brought to you by Boone Contracting. Dream, design, build. We build your dreams. Lexington. Wilderness Road Hospitality, Stanford, Kentucky. Buck's Grill, cooking for the folks since 2008. Maysville, Kentucky. Ephraim McDowell Medical Center in Danville, Kentucky. A destination soaked in bourbon history, Log Still Distillery. Set against the backdrop of Kentucky's iconic rolling hills in Nelson County.